This tiny animal can fly backward. This is achieved by rotating their wings in a figure-8 motion, which generates lift on both the forward and backward stroke, a flight pattern more similar to insects than to birds. It beats its wings up to 80 times per second, all while surviving on a heart rate that would be fatal to a human. Hummingbirds belong to the scientific family called Trochilidae. There are approximately 360 known hummingbird species worldwide. Every single hummingbird species lives exclusively in the Americas. They are found from southern Alaska all the way to Tierra del Fuego at the southern tip of South America. They do not naturally exist in Europe, Africa, Asia, or Australia. The greatest hummingbird diversity is found in countries near the equator, especially Ecuador, Colombia, Peru, Costa Rica, and Brazil. Hummingbirds are extremely small birds. The smallest bird on Earth is a hummingbird called the bee hummingbird, which is only 5 to 6 centimeters long and weighs less than 2 grams. The largest hummingbird species reaches about 23 centimeters in length, yet it still weighs less than a golf ball. Hummingbird biology is extreme. Their wings beat between 50 and 80 times per second during normal flight and can exceed 200 beats per second during courtship dives. Their heart rate can reach up to 1,200 beats per minute. Because of this intense energy demand, hummingbirds must feed every 10 to 15 minutes throughout the day. If they stopped eating, they could starve within hours. At night, hummingbirds enter a survival state called torpor. During torpor, their body temperature drops dramatically and their metabolism slows by up to 95%, allowing them to conserve energy until morning. Hummingbirds primarily feed on flower nectar, which provides the sugar needed to fuel their rapid metabolism. However, they also eat small insects and spiders to obtain protein, which is essential for muscle development and feather maintenance. Hummingbirds have the highest metabolism of any warm-blooded animal. Gram for gram, they burn energy faster than fighter jets burn fuel. To survive, some species consume more than their own body weight in nectar every single day. Courtship behavior is extreme. Some male hummingbirds perform aerial dives at speeds exceeding 90 kilometers per hour. These dives produce high-pitched sounds caused by vibrating tail feathers, not vocal cords. Female hummingbirds build remarkably small nests, often no larger than a walnut. They use spider silk to allow the nest to stretch as the chicks grow. Most hummingbirds lay 2 eggs per clutch. Each egg is about the size of a coffee bean. The female raises the chicks alone without any help from the male. The chicks typically leave the nest after 18 to 28 days. Despite their speed, hummingbirds have a surprisingly slow reproductive strategy. They produce very few offspring, invest heavily in each chick, and rely on longevity and precision rather than high birth rates to maintain populations. The average lifespan of a hummingbird is 3 to 5 years. However, some individuals in the wild have been recorded living more than 12 years. Hummingbirds possess extraordinary memory. They can remember the locations of hundreds of flowers and can recall exactly how long it takes for each flower to refill with nectar. Hummingbirds have unusually large brains relative to body size. Their brain-to-body ratio is the largest of any bird species, which supports advanced spatial memory and precise flight control. Their eyesight is exceptional. Hummingbirds can see a broader range of colors than humans, including ultraviolet light. This allows them to detect nectar guides on flowers that are invisible to the human eye. A hummingbird's tongue is not a simple tube. It is forked, elastic, and fringed, and it unfurls inside nectar like a microscopic pump. High-speed footage shows that nectar is pulled into the tongue by capillary action and then trapped when the tongue retracts. Even their breathing is extreme. Hummingbirds can take more than 200 breaths per minute while flying, coordinating respiration with wing beats to maximize oxygen intake. Some hummingbird species migrate incredible distances. The ruby-throated hummingbird flies over 800 kilometers non-stop across the Gulf of Mexico during migration without resting or landing. A creature that weighs less than a coin, has a heart faster than an engine, and a memory optimized for survival is not just delicate or cute. They play a critical ecological role. Hummingbirds are major pollinators for hundreds of plant species, some of which depend exclusively on hummingbirds to reproduce. It is one of the most biologically intense animals on the planet. They are precision-engineered survival machines operating permanently at the edge of physical limits.